All right, so today is the day where we're going to start to add in all kinds of cool details to our card. And remember, we want this first one to represent us. So, like for mine, I have long hair parted to the side because that's how I sometimes wear mine. I'll be adding in, eyes that I'll eventually paint in blue. So anyway, they should represent you for this first one anyway. Remember, you're drawing yours very lightly with pencil. The reason I'm using Sharpie on mine at this stage is because I want you to be able to see it on camera, and you can't really see the pencil lines on camera super easily. So with mine, I really got inspiration by looking at playing cards and seeing what kind of stuff I could find on there that I liked. But in Buzz, you can also check out some other student examples to see what they've done before. But they don't have to have this like royalty look to them. You can kind of mix and match. You can make yours more modern. You can have yours dressed like a wizard or a rock star. Maybe yours is holding on to like a microphone instead of, a scepter or a mirror or flowers or things that like traditional playing cards tend to hold on to. In fact, in mine, I'm holding on to a frog, kind of a Lisa Frank looking frog. Why not, right? You can see I got inspired though here with the sash from that kind of more traditional look that you'll see on playing cards. I also did, I don't even know what these collars are called, but I did one of those too because I thought those are kind of cool. But then I went a little bit more modern by putting on some headphones with cat ears on them. So I've got kind of a mix and match here. So obviously I'd still want to add in like my face, still needs to go on there. I also want to separate my neck because right now it looks like my neck is just part of my shirt. So I want to separate that out too by putting a collar in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on in. Maybe I add some more dots like I have on that outer collar. I kind of like how that looks. Don't forget, once you've got it done on one side, flip it right away and draw it on the other side just like we did yesterday as we were setting everything up. All right, with the eyes, if you notice in playing cards, a lot of times they'll do this thing where the eyebrow just like merges right on into the nose. So I'm going to do that. Why not? So I'm going to have my eyebrow come here and just kind of come right on down into the nose. See that? Right? I'll do that on the other side too. Eyebrow kind of come right down into the nose, and then I'm going to draw the other eyebrow on the other side. Another thing that I find interesting about many face cards is a lot of times they only have one eye, even though they're looking straight forward. They only have one eye. A lot of times they'll have two as well, but I just think it's kind of quirky and fun when they only have one eye. So I'm going to do that for mine. Give it like one gigantic eyeball over here. Why not? There we go. I'll do the same on this side. One gigantic eyeball. Leave room for, I'm going to paint that blue later since I have blue eyes. Alright, then the mouth, you can kind of choose how you want to create yours. I'm going to give mine a slight smile. I'm going to do kind of like that Queen of Hearts bubble lip look. Kind of like a doll, right? So doing that on both sides as well. But yeah, today we're just really filling in the detail, and really you kind of want to overdo the detail. Cards don't look very cool if they're just plain. They look cool when you add lots of stuff to them, okay? So remember, right now yours would be all in pencil. So your next step then is going to be to erase any of these lines that we don't want. Obviously I would erase that T, okay? I'd also erase, like right now there's just a lot of like overlapping and stuff going on here that I wouldn't necessarily want to have. So I would erase any of that I don't like. And then once I've got it looking exactly as I want it to, that is when I would go in and I'm going to Sharpie all of the edges, okay? Just to kind of, by the end of class today, so before the next class, you kind of want this to almost look like as if there was a coloring book page of a rotational symmetry playing card that kind of looks like you. Okay, so even up here too, I would also draw in, you know, all of this would also be, I'd probably use a straight edge to make sure that that was really nice and straight, but I would want all of that done too. So really we're just setting ourselves up so that tomorrow, next class, we are ready to get these colored in and ready to move on to that next step. Okay? So have fun, get creative, add extra detail, get inspired by looking at playing cards or the examples that I have for you guys, and have fun with this. Can't wait to see what they turn out like.